In a time long ago, in a community of believers, there lived a faithful servant of Christ named John. He was an elder, wise with age and experience, and deeply devoted to the teachings of Jesus. His heart was filled with love for the people he served, and he longed for them to thrive in their faith. The backdrop of this story is the early church, a vibrant yet fragile tapestry of love, fellowship, and truth, where the light of the gospel shone brightly but faced the shadows of deceit and division. As John sat in the quiet of his humble dwelling, he penned a letter. This letter was not addressed to a specific church but to a chosen lady and her children. His words flowed with affection and concern, for he had heard troubling news. Alongside the joy of witnessing the truth being lived out, John was troubled by the rise of false teachers. They were like wolves in sheep's clothing, seeking to lead believers astray. In this letter, John would weave together love, truth, and steadfastness. In the opening lines, John expressed his deep love for the chosen lady and her children. He highlighted the bond they shared, a bond rooted in the truth that comes from God. He reminded them that this truth abides in them and will be with them forever. This simple yet profound truth sets the stage for the entire letter. The first major event in this unfolding story was John's joyful encounter with some members of the chosen lady's family. They had visited him, bringing news of her faith and the love she showed toward others. John's heart swelled with gratitude. He wrote, "I rejoiced greatly to find some of your children walking in the truth." It was a beautiful moment, a reminder that faith was not just a personal journey but a shared experience. From this event, we learn the importance of encouraging one another in our faith. When we see others walking in truth, we should celebrate their victories. Our support can inspire and strengthen those around us. But amidst the joy, John's tone shifted as he addressed the rising threat of false teachers. He warned the chosen lady to be on guard against those who do not confess the truth of Christ. These deceivers were spreading dangerous lies. They claimed to bring knowledge, yet they were leading many away from the core message of salvation. John implored her to remain firm. "Anyone who goes too far and does not abide in the teaching of Christ does not have God," he wrote. This was not merely a warning, it was an urgent plea to hold fast to the foundational truths of their faith. The lesson here is clear: discernment is vital in our spiritual journey. We must be vigilant in recognizing what aligns with the truth of Scripture. Clinging to the teachings of Christ protects us from the snares of falsehood. As John continued his letter, he expressed his desire to come and visit the chosen lady and her children. He longed to share in their fellowship face to face. There was something sacred about personal connection and encouragement in one another's presence. He wrote, "I hope to come to you and speak face to face, so that our joy may be complete." In this moment, we see the beauty of community. Relationships flourish when we invest time in one another. There is a profound joy found in shared experiences and mutual encouragement. As John closed his letter, he reminded the chosen lady of the commandment they had received from the beginning, to love one another. He emphasized that love was not just a feeling but an action. True love takes shape in obedience to God's commandments. This theme of love resonates through the ages. It reminds us that love is at the heart of our faith. Genuine love reflects God's heart and leads us to serve others selflessly. In his final words, John urged the chosen lady to be careful not to welcome those who do not bring the true teaching of Christ. He underscored the seriousness of this warning. "If anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, do not receive him into your house, and do not give him any greeting." This is a profound lesson on boundaries. While we are called to love everyone, we must also be wise about who we allow into our lives and influence our faith. Protecting our hearts and the hearts of others is a sacred responsibility. As we reflect on these teachings, we see the deep themes woven throughout John's letter. Love, truth, discernment, and community are not merely words but lifelines for believers. They call us to a higher standard, urging us to embody the love and truth of Christ in our daily lives. John's letter to the chosen lady echoes across time. It speaks to the hearts of believers, reminding us that we are not alone on this journey. God is faithful, guiding us through the challenges and uncertainties we face. He encourages us to remain steadfast in truth and to love one another as Christ loved us. In our modern world, where distractions and false teachings abound, John's words remain relevant. They invite us to build a foundation of truth and love in our communities. They challenge us to support one another and to be vigilant against the lies that seek to undermine our faith. As we conclude this reflection, let us remember the faithfulness of God. He walks with us through every trial and triumph. He provides the strength we need to discern the truth and to love with a genuine heart. May we take to heart the lessons of 2 John and allow them to shape our lives. Let us walk in the truth, love one another deeply, and remain committed to the teachings of Christ. And as we do, we can find hope, strength, and joy in the presence of our faithful God.